with Mazzacane and Marquez on the front row, Button and Alonso on the second row, and the 2001 Brazilian Grand Prix is underway. I mean, this is going to be treacherous, going down into the first corner, downhill, wet conditions. Oh, and Alonso's gone into the back of Button. So I don't think Button can physically make the move on Mazzacane. What about Alonso and Button? And another collision between those two. Oh my word, what a move from Jos Verstappen. Oh, Alonso could take the lead of the Grand Prix for Mazzacane. He's actually forced Mazzacane damn nearly out onto the grass. And Fernando Alonso in the Minardi has taken the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Jos Verstappen finally has got past Mazzacane. If he did that about 11 laps earlier, he would easily be leading the Grand Prix. Michael Schumacher's got by. Don't tell me he's going to make a move back on Jos Verstappen once again. Surely he can't do it from that far back. He's going to think about it. He's going to attempt it, and he is going to complete it. Now this is intriguing actually. Of course, we've got Alonso in first and Panis in second. Alonso's quicker. I mean, Coulthard I think was perfectly capable of catching up to Olivier Panis, although he wasn't really doing it. So maybe Michael Schumacher will be the man who can upset the top two. It's quite possible. Williams have won both of the Grand Prix so far, but I think coming round the last corner right now, Fernando Alonso in the Minardi is going to win the 2001 Brazilian Grand Prix. Right then guys, it's PSL here, and I'm here for the 4th episode in my reverse grid race series on Formula 1 2001. So once again, I won't go through the grid in great detail, but the 3 races we've had so far have been won by 3 different people. First Montoya, then Ralf Schumacher, then last time out Fernando Alonso. So I'm wondering if we'll see a 4th different winner. Jenson Button in 2nd, Mazzacane still up there in 3rd, Fisichella in 4th. I mean, some things never change. Tarso Marquez, of course, I may as well mention him. He's in 1st place, of course, pole position. He qualified 1.4 seconds a lap slower than Alonso. So Alonso starting in 5th, Marquez in 1st, obviously once you reverse the real life qualifying positions. And speaking of different race winners, I don't think it will be McLaren, because I believe McLaren have got the back row locked out. Yep, Hakkinen 21st, Coulthard 22nd. That's both Schumachers. Again, I won't go through the grid in great detail. I'll leave that to Murray Walker. Both arrows up there. Luciano Berti. Some things really do never change. But can we get a 4th different winner in 4 races? Well, I think it's entirely possible looking at the starting grid, but let's find out.
Imola in this year's San Marino Grand Prix, which promises to be a superbly competitive race as drivers try to establish themselves in the championship table.
Second position is Jenson Button. Taking up 3rd position is Gaston Mazzacane. And it's 4th position for Giancarlo Fisichella. In 5th, Alonso. In 6th position, Jos Verstappen. Bernoldi is on row 4 and in 7th position. Luciano Berti, 8th. Jean Alesi in 9th. It's 10th place for Eddie Irvine. 11th for Nick Heidfeld. Jacques Villeneuve is in 12th. Kimi Räikkönen is on row 7. Heinz-Harald Frentzen is in 14th. In 15th spot we have Panis. Juan Pablo Montoya is in 16th spot. Rubens Barrichello takes up 17th place. 18th position for Jarno Trulli. Michael Schumacher, 19th. 20th is Ralf Schumacher. Onto the back of the grid now, and in 21st place we have Mika Hakkinen, and last on the grid is David Coulthard.
Right then, thank you, Murray Walker. And I know he messed up with the grid a bit there. It was a bit out of sync. But anyway, Tarso Marquez from Jenson Button, and the 2001 San Marino Grand Prix is underway. And it looks like Tarso Marquez, he's got off to a decent start. He's going to have the inside line heading towards the first corner. And I think he has retained the lead. Mazzacane is going to go on the offensive one of the few times this season so far. And I think Gaston Mazzacane has taken second place. Oh, he's got up on the curb there, almost out of control. He's been able to keep it more or less pointing in a straight line, but I think that could have cost him second place to Jenson Button. Auto director still on. Jean Alesi is off the track. That has allowed Nick Heidfeld to make up a position. So a 15-lap race. Still Mazzacane and Button side by side. But it's Marquez leading it from Mazzacane from Button. Still, this has been going on all lap. Jenson Button, I think, though, has definitively taken second place. Up towards the Variante Alta. Can Button take first place off of Tarso Marquez? Always going to be a bit of a squeeze into that corner, but not quite. But he's still thinking about making a move. Fisichella, meanwhile, is going to try and get past Mazzacane. And for the lead of the race, stupid auto director, Jenson Button, he is still in second, but very much there. Fernando Alonso going on the offensive. The race winner from Brazil is going to get past Giancarlo Fisichella. You cannot rule Alonso out of anything. Oh, and they're still side by side. Marquez and Button. 1 lap down, 14 left to go. And I think Jenson Button has well and truly taken the lead of the Grand Prix. So it's Button in first, Marquez second. Mazzacane is in third, but I think he's going to lose out to yet another Benetton driver. Fisichella will probably take third place off him. Alonso waiting in the background to see if he can pick up the pieces. But they're still side by side. Mazzacane, you've got to admire the effort, because he really does try, but still has yet to score a point, I believe. And then actually, Jos Verstappen has overtaken Fernando Alonso. Yes, he has. Yep, he definitely has. Okay, so let's have a look. So it's Fernando Alonso in 6th, Jos Verstappen 5th. Is that Tarso Marquez actually trying to defend from Fisichella, side by side heading towards the Variante Alta. Unfortunately for Marquez, he's actually going to lose out in straight line speed, and that's it. When it comes down to a straight line speed affair, the Minardi, it just doesn't have the legs, at least in dry conditions anyway. But still, it's a Benetton 1-2, Button from Fisichella, Marquez is in 3rd, Mazzacane 4th, Jos Verstappen 5th, Alonso 6th. Well, that was a bit wide from Mazzacane, and I think that's actually cost him 4th place to Jos Verstappen. I was on board with him because I was expecting him to dive it up the inside of Marquez at any moment, but no, he actually lost out to Jos Verstappen. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mazzacane, again, I mean, I said it before, you can't knock the effort, but Jos Verstappen, just relentless. The 4th Grand Prix, and he's always up there, always fighting, and 4th place could soon become 3rd, could be a podium for arrows. Hang on, that's Fernando Alonso. I just saw Mazzacane out on the gravel, and I think, yeah, that's Alonso who's taking the place. Oh, Jacques Villeneuve. Once again, you cannot rule out Jacques Villeneuve. You also cannot rule out Fernando Alonso. He's going to try. God, this is almost like a Minardi double team at this point. Marquez is backing up the field to allow Alonso to get back into play. Villeneuve's got past Mazzacane. Well, having said that, I mean, Villeneuve is just so quick in this game. I mean, the BAR just full stop is quick. What about Alonso? Because I think he might well get past Jos Verstappen. No, Verstappen has put a stop to that for now. Villeneuve is in 6th. And I think Alonso tries, he might. Can he hold back? Oh, Villeneuve's off the track. Mazzacane forcing him out there. That's Montoya. Ralf Schumacher. Okay, last time I looked at the Williams on the edge of the points was Montoya. Montoya's back there. It's actually Ralf Schumacher in 7th. There's a Ferrari that is Barrichello in 11th. Then Nick Heidfeld looking reasonably strong. Okay, so Ralf Schumacher, he's got by Alonso. He's got by Jos Verstappen. I'm sure he will do, heading into this corner. The final chicane. He's going to dive it up the inside of Tarso Marquez. He was a way back, so not only has the Williams got amazing straight line speed, it's also got brilliant brakes. And Ralf Schumacher in third place. And Tarso Marquez, is he going to lose the place to Jos Verstappen? No, I think the Minardi double team is going to carry on, despite the fact that Ralf Schumacher's got by. But, okay, well, let's look at this. So, Ralf Schumacher is heading up towards the hairpin. Fisichella's just exited it, and Button is a few seconds further up the road than his teammate. I think we've still got 10 laps left to go of this 15-lap race. Can Ralf Schumacher win the Grand Prix? I'm not so sure, but I think he could quite easily take second. Speaking of which, I think Jos Verstappen could definitively overtake Tarso Marquez. Yes, he has. So both Minardis, both clawing on some points. I mean, the race winner from the previous Grand Prix, Fernando Alonso, he's still there. He's still clutching onto one solitary point in sixth, but he's got Mazzacane there. He's got Marquez ahead of him. There's Barrichello, shouldn't be too far behind. I just love the way that the smaller teams, Arrows, Prost, they really do make a meal out of getting by fellow backmarker teams. But the likes of Ferrari, Williams, my word, they just go straight in for the overtake, and 9 times out of 10 make it work straight away. So, I mean, we got the Ferrari there. That's probably, yeah, it still ruins Barrichello. Montoya in 6th. Once you get past Marquez, it'll be both Benettons, followed by both Williams, but that's unless Mazzacane gets involved, which he has. Okay, so on board from Villeneuve, because he's in a bit of an interesting position here. Mazzacane and Montoya are coming to blows. Oh no, don't tell me the deadlock has been broken. Tarso Marquez, there was a Williams behind him, there's now a Williams in front of him. So Tarso Marquez, he's still in the points place, but 6th. And that's all well and good, but 6th place, he's got Villeneuve behind him. Villeneuve can make an overtake stick, although, who's that behind? That's Bernoldi, okay. Because if Villeneuve remains unchallenged, it will be a matter of time before he gets past Marquez. But if other people start to disrupt Villeneuve, then Marquez could stay in that position for ages. I mean, look, he's still in 6th. That proves the point even after all of these laps. But aside from Villeneuve potentially taking 6th off of Marquez, realistically, what's going to happen in the points positions for the rest of this Grand Prix? Montoya is not going to catch up to Jos Verstappen anytime soon. Jos is just in 4th, waiting for Montoya to catch up. Ralf Schumacher, it's taken him this long to get that close to Fisichella. He's still nowhere near close enough to make a move. And then Fisichella can't even see Jenson Button. That's how far away he is. Oh no, we missed it, but Jacques Villeneuve, he's in 6th place. Tarso Marquez, long gone. Okay, so Villeneuve's in 6th. That's it. Honestly, I mean, that's the race decided. In terms of points positions, I mean, Villeneuve isn't going to catch up to Montoya, unless someone quick, such as Barrichello or Coulthard, passes Marquez instantly. Villeneuve isn't going to lose 6th. Okay, so if we wanted to know who the best Benetton driver was, it's definitely Jenson Button. Right, I think Jenson Button is starting the final lap of the Grand Prix. The game just randomly told me that Montoya set the fastest lap, which is unsurprising because look how close he is to Jos Verstappen. As I said, I'm pretty certain on the last lap that fastest lap counter would imply otherwise, but I'm expecting Marquez to lose 7th place. I mean, this race really has been a test of Marquez's defending skills and racecraft, really, because, I mean, Alonso just can't defend places very well. He's definitely quicker, but Marquez can defend better. I mean, even with Rubens Barrichello behind him, Marquez is still defending it. To be fair, Barrichello's only just got there because he's only just passed Bernaldi. Could this be the moment where Barrichello... Marquez, what a defender Marquez is. We have seen some brilliant defensive drives by drivers in this reverse grid race series, but I think Marquez now is topping it. Ralf Schumacher, he's been behind Fisichella for a few laps, hasn't been able to make a move. I think Montoya's caught up just a little bit too late to Verstappen to be able to take 4th place from him. And anyway, coming up to the final chicane, we've had 3 winners in 3 races. This is going to be the 4th different winner in 4 races, as Jenson Button for Benetton is going to win the 2001 San Marino Grand Prix. So then it's Fisichella who's been able to take 2nd. It is a Benetton 1-2. Ralf Schumacher is in 3rd. Then Jos Verstappen able to hold 4th. Few more laps, maybe he could have lost it. Montoya in 5th. And Jacques Villeneuve, pretty boring, 2nd half of the race, in 6th. Barrichello was able to take the position from Marquez right at the end. Michael Schumacher, I don't know where he's appeared from, but Rubens Barrichello will take 7th. And Marquez is going to hold 8th. Come on. He's been able to defend from Michael Schumacher. Sure, that's for about a sector of a lap, but my word. And then I think last place will come across the line very soon just because of the train Marquez is currently holding. Who is in last place? I think it's Luciano Berti, possibly? Oh, well, anyway, there's the results. So again, another very interesting Grand Prix. Williams once again asserting themselves to be a team to watch out for, a team to potentially win the Constructors' Championship, and one of their drivers to win the Drivers' Championship. But Benetton, one of the teams I have my money on, did very well. 1st and 2nd, a 1-2 finish. I mean, of course, the qualifying positions did go in their favour, but then again, Fisichella started from a similar position in previous Grand Prix and he's messed it up. But this one, he took the opportunity he got, took 2nd place. Jenson Button had an easy ride to 1st, so it wasn't gifted to them, but it was pretty easy. And then what else is there to talk about, really? I guess Tarso Marquez, excellent defending. Defended from Prost arrows for such a long time. Sure, a couple of people slipped through, but 7th place for a long time. He kept the field close together. Sure, he just about lost out to Barrichello at the end, but a Ferrari against a Minardi, you know, that's polar opposites. Arrows got 3 points this Grand Prix thanks to Jos Verstappen, so Arrows, I'd say unlikely championship contenders. They just can't make overtakes stick, really, on the likes of Minardi, Prost, etc. But they're pretty consistent point scorers. So on to the Drivers' Championship, and Ralf Schumacher, he's on 14 points. You would have thought that would have been good enough to take the lead of the Drivers' Championship, but then Jenson Button came along, he's on 14 points as well. I don't know, as I'm commentating this, which of those two is leading it, because it will come down to count back of the best finish outside of the points. So that's how obscure it is. Ralf Schumacher and Jenson Button, the former teammates, ridiculously close. Montoya's there or thereabouts. Alonso, of course, is on 10 points still. Fisichella on 9. Villeneuve has just moved up to 10 points. Michael Schumacher isn't too far behind. Realistically, there's a lot of people who are... I mean, when the leaders are on 14 points, no one is particularly far away, even those who haven't scored points. I mean, Kimi Räikkönen, he hasn't scored any points, but he's only 14 behind. You could claw that back in 2 decent races. I mean, Ralf Schumacher's only had 2 decent races, and look, he's got 14 points to his name. So, what I'm saying is anyone could catch up in the Drivers' Championship. I mean, Alonso only scored points in 1 race, and then look where he is in the Championship. On to the Constructors' standings, and that is a little bit more clear-cut. Williams leading the Championship by 3 points, but Benetton, they're on 23, they are only 3 points behind Williams, and what you've got to bear in mind is Williams entered this Grand Prix on 20 points, Benetton entered on 7. So at the moment it's looking like that the Championship will go down to either of those 2 teams, but once again Ferrari, BAR, they're not too far behind. I mean, 12 points behind Williams, bearing in mind a team could score 16 points at a Grand Prix. That's what Benetton did, and look, they went up from 7 to 23, so what I'm saying is give a team a decent Grand Prix, anything can realistically happen considering the point system at this time. I mean, 10 and 6, if you get a win as a team or a driver, 10 points, no other team can best that, even if they get second and third. If you win a Grand Prix, you're essentially unbeatable. So anyway guys, if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time for the Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Catalunya. So I'll see you guys then.